and it's lack of discernment. It's lack of discernment. So people used to waste that time with friends and stuff before.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the same time is wasted on this, right? Like it's the same time. But like the point is, there was no discernment then, and there's no discernment now. So the lack of discernment is applicable in both cases. You know what I'm saying? That discernment has to come first, which can only come by when you work on yourself, like through centering meditation and techniques like that. You know, which you work on yourself, and then you will understand this is not worth paying attention to. What is worth paying attention to? What is not worth paying attention to? Because you have limited amount of time on earth and limited amount of attention. Okay, and you understand all of these things, and that's the whole point, and that's why a lot of people these days decide to go off internet for long periods of time so that they can actually, I'm saying, like work on themselves in that way and become ones who are logical enough to understand that they're not fit right now to use that, and then they, you know, work towards getting to that state, first.
Yeah,
So,
because
which is a
I
good thing.
think, yeah, I
Yeah.
think social media is probably one of the biggest trap for beings to waste their time. It's crazy, the phones and the social media.
Yeah, I mean, a same tool which was for learning can become a trapping thing too. You
Yeah.
know, so it is the same thing. It's again, it depends on what is your actual agenda. Like, do you really want to evolve? Do you want to work on yourself? Do you want to raise yourself? If you want to raise yourself, then it's different. But if you just want to waste time, then it's different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on what do you really actually want, and for that you have to decide within yourself first. What do you want? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to make that decision as to what are you trying to achieve with your life here on earth, that limited time here on earth. It's a self-indulgence. You want to indulge yourself, in that. Do you know what I'm saying? All of that, like, do you know what I'm saying? Self-indulgence happens in a lot of ways. That happens in a negative way, positive, all kinds of ways you can do that kind of self-indulgence, but there's no
Self
point to any of that.
indulgence. Yeah.
There is no other point to any of that. Like, the point was learning actual things which will actually raise you. Okay, like internet you can use for finding out the truths and facts about some things of the world existence, this kind of thing. What do I need to learn to evolve myself? Okay, if that is your that thing, then only you'll go into certain things. Your thing. If you're there for entertainment and just wasting time, then you'll find certain kind of things. If you're there to do whatever is your internal thing, like you just want to, like be like, like be seen by people and different kind of things in different kind of ways, then you'll do those kind of things. You know, put that kind
Because
of thing.
you can
Yeah,
find yourself also becoming a user. Like
yeah,
they say, you are using the internet just like you use drugs, like hard drugs. That's a word that's pretty much used
yeah.
only for
But
if you are an addict. They say
yeah, but
you're
yeah,
using.
but that's a negative use. Another use can be you try and find some truth and start applying it into your life, which you won't have learned if there was no internet. Like, you won't have any chance to learn. So, so finally, it comes down to what you actually want, like James said. So it is a tool, and which can be used very negatively or very positively.
Like a
That's,
hammer.
yeah, that's all. Like, so that's the whole thing. And but all these education, there should be education about everything, and there's just lack of
Yeah.
education in everything. That's all. They- Like,
Wow.
the education stops. I said it starts at the school level, and the very when you're 4 or 5 years old to that, like, and the education is not there, and this is the final result. Lack of education is the whole crux of the problem.